Morning, everyone. You join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Dear God, thanks for this beautiful day, and I just pray for all safety for all the county employees. I just give the commission the wisdom and the knowledge to do the county business. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
It's right there on your.
Is it over here? Okay, there it is. Sorry about that. Let's see, I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes for the October 14th meeting and the October 20th meeting. I guess we can do them together, can't we? Does that have to be two motions?
It has to be two.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We accept the minutes as written for the October 14th, 2025 meeting.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes for October 20th, 2025 meeting.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Need a chance to review them because we could.
Pardon me?
Do you need a chance to have you looked at those? know
I didn't look at the one. I looked at the
If you
first
need,
one,
if you need time to review them, I think we should.
Okay, we'll wait on those.
We'll-
'cause I didn't
we'll take
read
that.
those.
We'll take that time
Okay, we'll get it a little bit as far as the client.
because we didn't get them beforehand. So,
Okay,
right? Don't you
that's
think?
good for me. Do we have any ads or abates?
No, we do not.
Anybody have any changes to the agenda?
None.
I don't either.
I'll make a motion. We approve the agenda as written.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. AMR.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Did Dawn send you anything via email? I wasn't sure. She sent me something, but I wasn't sure if she sent it to you guys.
I
I don't have anything.
Here's the numbers for
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't
last week.
think it got forwarded on, so it's all good. Thank you.
Thanks.
So last week there was 32 calls and 15 transports. I tallied the numbers for October. In October, there was 145 page out, 61 transports, and 4 helicopter transports. In October, we did our CAS commission, and we got accredited again for another 3 years. We had high marks on it. This Tuesday, the state's coming to inspect us, so it's kind of good because we had everything ready for the CAS. So it should be good for us here.
Good timing.
You guys have any questions for us?
I don't have any.
I don't.
Anything?
All right, well, have a good day,
You
Commissioner.
too. Thank you.
Someone want to read the sheriff's report?
I have it pulled up. Sheriff's report for November 3rd, 2025. Total prisoners at 37, 13 releases this past week. Prisoners in at 37, farmed out 0, total farmed in at 21, 911 calls of 88, jail contacts at 3,325, calls for service of 628, civil service papers served of 38, VIN inspections 7, new cases closed 1, vehicle crashes 12, bailiff contacts 131 with 54 resulting in calls for service, livestock out of 4, SRO calls of 71.
Randy?
Good morning, Commissioners. Randy Hegwald, Linn County Rural Fire Department Emergency Management. I'll go over last week's stuff. First, we had a total of 9 calls, brought our yearly total up to 492. I'd like permission to hire Maxwell McCain to Station 960. That'll be 8 out of 15 spots as a probationary firefighter.
That's Pleasanton or?
Be Prescott Station.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with it.
I'm good.
I'm good with it.
So we need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we give permission to Randy to hire Maxwell McCain at station 960 in Prescott.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 I'd like permission to hire Garrett Scott to Station 960, be roster spot 9 out of 15 as a probationary firefighter.
You guys okay with that?
I'm good with it.
I'll make a motion that we hire Garrett Scott at station 960 in Prescott.
I'll second that motion. Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This week's call totals, we had 9 total calls, brings our yearly total up to 502. We have firefighter 1 testing this weekend for firefighters in that class. They've been taking classes and training since middle of August. That ends this weekend with their final national exam. I also received a letter and spoke to the Amsterdam mayor. He's acting fire chief. They're having some issues at their fire department right now, and just wanted to verify that if they asked Linn County, we'd be able to mutual aid to them. We've always done mutual aid. They've also mutual aided to us, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that was a request from Amsterdam, Missouri.
So would that fall under our Kansas mutual aid or one
It'd
specifically
be-
with them?
It'd be a little bit different. I was going through this morning, kind of looking at the statutes on both sides to see if there was any issues or like reimbursement or anything like that that we need to be aware of. But it's something we've always done with the adjoining counties to Missouri, is mutual aided to them, just like we would a county in Kansas.
So we've done it before then?
Yeah.
Good.
And they've been over and helped us on a couple fires too. So
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just,
You don't
I
see anything
understand.
wrong with it, do you, Jacqueline? Okay.
okay.
that is all I have unless you have questions.
I don't. All right. Thank you, Randy.
Just need clarification, is that something that you need them to sign or?
No, it was just, he'd put in a written request and I said, hey, we've always done this. But he went ahead and put that written request in. I just wanted to make the commissioners aware of it.
So there's no additional terms to his request for mutual aid?
No, just verify that we were available if needed.
Okay.
And he said, structure fires or large grass fire mainly,
Well, and it'll-
for the manpower.
It'll be more convenient than ever because of the Lynn Valley Station.
Yeah. So, but that's all I had.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Amanda, do you have a report to that? Okay, come ahead.
And it's working today. Okay. October, I know, it's been a minute. October update for you guys. Client appointments for 2025 are at 430. It's down quite a bit from 2024. The difference there is in 24, when we did hearing and vision screenings, we had to get our baseline. So we did every student within Jayhawk. And for 2025, we did not have to do every student. Now we kind of alternate grades. So that's the big difference in the numbers there. Some of our October highlights, our BAM class is almost finished. That's a 6-week class. We have 1 session left. We've been very busy with our flu shot clinics. We've had clinics at the health department, Prairie View High School, middle school, Lacey Elementary, Parker, Jayhawk, FabCon, the jail, Blue Mound Senior Site, our county employees, the Pleasanton and Lacey libraries. We're working on getting those scheduled soon. And then they're actually at Linn Valley today from 8:30 till 10:30. The 4th grade class at Jayhawk asked that we would come and teach hands-on CPR. So there's a couple pictures from that. We did hearing and vision rescreens. We worked the teddy bear clinic at the Mound City Library. We attended the Kansas Breastfeeding Conference. And then we attended all 4 elementary school Halloween celebrations. So we handed out over 1,200 smile kits to students at Jayhawk, Prairie View, Pleasanton, and Parker.
Those were very well received up at Prairie View.
They were?
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny.
My son was excited.
Well, that's good because at Pleasanton, I had several kids tell me, I don't need that. And they wanted to keep walking. I said, everybody can use a toothbrush. Just take it. A quick WIC update with the government shutdown. There's been some, I guess, concerns and worries about WIC. But for right now, the state has advised us to continue business as usual. They're monitoring their funds closely, and we have weekly calls, sometimes multiple times a week. If the state gets to a point where they have run out of funds, they will let us know, and then we will notify our patients.
Okay.
But as of right now, everything is operating as normal.
Okay. So no, and do they have like a time frame?
Right now, they've told us that we have, or the state has funding through like November 15th. But when the government first shut down, we have it through October 10th, and then more money just keeps coming in. So it's a very fluid situation at this point.
Sounds like.
So we are just continuing business as normal until we've been told to do otherwise.
Okay.
With that, I just wanted to put it out there that we are accepting donations for our nutrition nook. So any kind of shelf-stable food products, we'd be happy to put those there. And then those are available to anybody who needs them. Our fall baby sprinkle is scheduled for next Friday. That will be at the health department. That is from 3 to 4:30. Anybody who is expecting or anybody who has delivered within the last 6 months is welcome to attend. We kindly ask that you RSVP if possible, just so we know how many to expect. Our agenda, we'll do a quick welcome. We'll introduce all of our staff, give a brief overview of our programs. We'll talk about breastfeeding, safe sleep, car seat safety. We have a little bingo game, and then our gifts will be at the end. Coming soon. We have our vaccines for children site visit and audit later this week. We're partnering with K-State Extension Office for a Cooking Matters workshop. There will be 3 of these classes. They are in the evening. They'll be from 5:30 to 6:30 at the health department on November 18th, November 25th, and December 2nd. We ask that you RSVP. For people that attend at least 2 of the 3 classes, K-State will be providing either a crock pot and skillet or an air fryer. On Friday, November 21st, we'll be hosting our Breastfeeding Coalition meeting. We are in the Southeast Kansas, or our coalition is made up of Southeast Kansas counties. So we have Linn, Bourbon, Allen, Woodson, Anderson, Crawford, Cherokee, Neosho, and Labette. With having our baby sprinkle and a lot of expecting mothers, we will be having a new siblings class. We have not scheduled a date for this yet. Probably in the next week or so, we'll pick a date and a time and get that out there. But this class includes ways to help with your new baby, hand washing, and ways that you can interact. We'll have a craft, a story, and then education provided. Now, I thought I would take just a little bit of time this morning just to share our mission statement, and then I wanted to take just a few minutes and highlight the staff at the health department. When I come to these meetings, it's just my face that you see, and you don't really get to see everybody else that is part of the team. So since we just had evaluations, I just kind of wanted to share who we are and what everybody does. So our mission statement at the health department is for the Linn County Health Department to safeguard and improve health and well-being for our community through innovative and equitable public health initiatives. We're dedicated to promoting preventative care, addressing health disparities, and fostering a healthier environment for all individuals by leveraging research, policy development, and community engagement. Our goal is to evaluate, monitor, protect, restore, and/or improve the health of population groups within the county by providing health services, environmental services, and educational services to maintain and promote a healthy lifestyle for individuals, families, and communities. So at first we have Miss Samantha Blanchett. She's been with us for about a year. She is our WIC clerk and our billing specialist. Some of her most recent projects are community garden. She was instrumental in that. Our office scheduling, billing for our services, our community resources. She is our scanning superstar. We now have over 2,500 of our COVID patient files are now electronic. So that was a huge project for her. And we're glad to get rid of all that paper. Miss Danielle, she is one of our nurses. Some of her recent projects, diabetes education classes, sun safety, Keep Me Safe events, biometrics and lab draws, hearing and vision screenings, jail services, our flu clinics, our Becoming a Mom class, and CPR classes. Cynthia Frisbee, she is our WIC dietitian, and what she mostly does at the health department, she is our registered dietitian for our high-risk WIC clients. So she completes those high-risk appointments, and then she also writes our nutrition services plan for WIC. Amber is another one of our nurses. Some of her most recent projects, she developed the trimester class curriculum that I shared with you a few months back. Biometrics and lab draws, WIC scheduling. She works our Blue Mound WIC clinic, and she recently provided some Alpha Gal community education. And then Miss Vicky, she's been with us for 18 years. She is our WIC certified specialist, our WIC coordinator. She provides breastfeeding support, and she's also a safe sleep educator. And some of her most recent projects, she completed her CLC course. She also coordinates and works the Blue Mound WIC clinic. She completes our WIC vendor management, and that's where she actually goes around to our grocery stores that provide WIC services and make sure that they have all the foods that they're supposed to have, the amount on the shelf that they're supposed to have. She also works with our WIC coordination and CPR classes. And that is our staff outside of me. That's all I have, unless you have any questions.
Will you have other programs? If WIC closes down, you'll have other duties and things to keep those
Absolutely.
people that was their primary focus busy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. My goal or my intention is not to lay anybody off, that we
Right.
have enough other things that they can work
Okay.
on.
Just making
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, Amanda.
Have a good day.
Yep. See you next month.
Morning, Commissioners. Jesse with Public Works. I'll let Joyce go and take care of her stuff first.
This is what I'll need signed.
A lot of signatures there, it looks like.
Yep. Good morning, Commissioners. Joyce Hall, Public Works Office Manager, Transit Manager, Jack of all trades. Thank you for giving me the time today to present the county's transportation grant for state fiscal year 2027. This will cover the period from July 1st of 2026 through June 30th of 2027. As part of our annual process, I've submitted the required documents to SharePoint for your review and signature. And what I've given Jim is the matching funds letter, a certification letter confirming that Jim Johnson is the authorized signer for the grant, and our certifications and assurances document, which requires 13 of those signatures. Additionally, I've updated our Title VI document this year. That was a requirement by KDOT. I will need a formal motion from the commission to approve this document. And then I have to have that approval also noted in the meeting minutes. I have to provide that to KDOT as part of my grant submission. Just a little background on how this works. Each November, I submit the transportation grant application, and then the award letters, after they review everything, are typically sent out the following spring. Once awarded, I submit the monthly Black Cat reports to KDOT detailing our monthly expenses, and then Linn County will receive a monthly reimbursement check for the eligible portion after they review my Black Cat report each month. This year, my grant request totals $107,950, which is a decrease of $1,864 from last year. And just as an FYI, the grant is divided into two parts. The first part is project administration. That covers my wages as the transit manager. So when I submit my monthly report, I report 30% of my payroll to KDOT, and then they will reimburse the county 80% of that amount. The other part is operating expenses. Those include our insurance, advertising, driver wages, fuel maintenance, phone costs, training, and any other related expenses, minus the monthly fares we receive from our riders. The matching funds letter that needs signed outlines Linn County's commitment to the required local match. So 20% is the local match for project administration, which amounts to $3,180. The federal reimbursement on our project administration is 80%. 30% is the county's match for operating expenses, which totals $27,615. Federal reimbursement is 50%, state is 20%, and then local is 30%. So this brings the total local match request for the SFY 2027 to $30,795. The elderly budget for 2026 is set at $225,606, which supports our ability to meet the requirements on the letter. To meet my grant deadline, I just need you to sign the documents and return them to me sometime today so I can get them uploaded into Black Cat and get them submitted for review. And if you have any questions for me, I will be happy to answer them.
Okay, so we're needing motions that allows Jim to sign these? Is that?
The only motion I need as far as the letters that you sign is what I will submit to my grant. I just need a motion for you to approve the Title VI document that I had put in SharePoint. The Title VI document basically just says that we will not discriminate against anyone.
Okay. You read it, did you?
Okay,
We'll have her take a look at that and then
we'll get our motion taken care of. Will that be okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you done with me?
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you.
Jesse.
Morning, Commissioners. Jesse Walton, Public Works. I need a 10-minute executive session regarding trade secrets. We can do it now or later. Either way is fine with me.
You want to get it out of the way now? Make a motion, we go into executive session with Jesse, our attorney, the three commissioners. Do we need clerk?
No. Yep.
Okay, well, Three commissioners, Jacqueline and Jesse, for 10 minutes for trade secrets.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We'll be back at 9:36. There was no action.
Just waiting on Jesse.
These, these transportation grant documents are pretty straightforward. This is the language that's required by, the state for these, grants. I just got these today, so I have asked, for an electronic copy, so I can look at them more closely, but, my understanding is that this is the same type of thing that we have been doing
It is.
year over year, and most of it is requirements that pertain to no discrimination, no sex discrimination, no, our folks aren't like drunk drivers, that type of a thing. And that we maintain such records for their, review. So I think that this is acceptable to sign. There are some things that are just needing to be signed by the chairman, but there's other documents that need to be signed by all three of you all.
So should we have a motion to approve the grant application?
I think that it needs to be a motion to approve the grant application, including the signing of all of the relevant documents.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we sign the grant application for our transportation grant for July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027, and sign the accompanying documents where necessary.
Yes.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 I have. I'm ready to approve the claims if you are.
You good with these?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead with these. I'll make a motion. We approve the claims for the week of 10/27/25. Get That's right, isn't it? So the amount of $259,694.45.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I make a motion, we approve the claims for the period ending 10/31 of 2025 for $549,856.51.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 So the other thing she had asked for on the transportation grant was the approval of the Title VI doc. So would that have already been included or,
That is part of the package.
okay,
As far
is
as-
that gonna be, so,
It has
So-
to be specific in the minutes, is what Joyce was saying, so do
But
we?
we also approved the Title VI, but, one of those documents has it at the top, Title VI, so if you wanna.
right, but I'm just saying, so should we just do it separately so that they have it in the minutes?
Sure, that would be great, but if you wanna, I'm just saying to make sure that you reference the specific title.
Okay. So this one,
There it is.
okay. Thank you. All right, so I'll make a motion that we allow the chair to sign for the transportation grant, the assurance of compliance with Title VI certification form.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay.
There's anything there for us.
So we're all, you. The rest of them I'll just you.
Yeah, that's just me.
Just you?
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Give me a stamp.
Yeah. Be your name on everything. Right?
What now, Jesse? I think we caught up.
You don't have to have one. It's up to you, but.
Okay. We had a couple of county assistance applications that were turned in. One was for Lake Chaparral. This is something we discussed earlier this year. Mowing of maintenance of their dam out there. They would like us to come and mow their dam for them.
How do you guys feel about that?
How much time?
I couldn't tell you how much time it would take. I've never looked at the project. I imagine we would be there for at least a week.
Oh my. Are we caught up on all the other mowing in the
Nope.
county?
We're still, Todd grabbed a tractor this
We've
morning.
got money in the county to do ourselves as far as our own work, if we was looking for stuff to do.
The amount of complaints I've received in District 2, I don't feel comfortable saying yes to that yet. Although I haven't had any recently, so we must have got a lot done.
No, I mean, I think we're improving, but I'm just saying we got a lot to do.
We've still got a lot to
I'm
do.
not getting rain, I'm not getting,
It's all winter, so maybe.
So maybe we'll get caught up. When it's,
I'm
when
just
it
saying,
stops
maybe
growing.
it's dead. It's not growing.
I think we've got our own work to do.
Well, mowing dead grass is definitely, you don't have to go mow it again.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So
So no.
I'm good. No, you guys?
that's fine.
For right now, I think it's a no.
Okay.
I mean, we still understand their need
Yes.
and things that way. I don't want to, is it something you'll entertain at any point? Or is it something you think we should be?
My opinion is that's private property. And if we do that, we're gonna step off and open it up for, what if you need your damn mowed on your pond?
I always do.
I'm just saying that you call us up and ask us to go do it, what's gonna happen?
I understand.
How can we turn you down and not turn, because it is private property.
It is. So,
But that's where I'm at now, but
Ally,
I'm not necessarily closed-minded on entertaining it in the future. I would like to see the
This-
mowing in general just have the county.
This is something that I don't want to happen with this. This becomes a yearly thing they expect.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
what
who
I
do we
don't.
send? This is a question I've had. Who do we send when we send a mower out? Who is it? Is it a blade operator or a truck driver?
It's usually truck drivers that we send out in the mow tractors.
And we have work for the truck driver to do if he's not hauling rock right.
Correct.
I mean, months ahead,
but I mean, their request is for it to fit into our schedule,
right?
not demanding it at any point.
I think we've had a lot of issues with mowers. We kind of talked about just different things breaking down, and that's why we weren't able to get to some of the areas in District
That's
2,
correct.
and we had to pull people from Lacine to come over all the way over to Prescott just to finish up one mow for the summer. That's just not.
And has it ever
That's
been
not
mowed? I mean, has
okay.
it been mowed? I mean, I don't even know how steep it is or anything.
I don't know. Like I said, I've never looked at it.
And all I'm asking is, I don't want to lead them on if, I'm in favor, I guess I would say, of staying open-minded, of helping them out, just like you are, Ally. But if we're not gonna be in that, we need to just go ahead and tell them no so that they can make other arrangements.
I would be comfortable with saying it's a no for this year, but to revisit it
Okay.
next year. If they would like.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that
Okay.
provide you some feedback for them? So it's not
Yep.
just a no? Or it's not a come back later, whenever?
Yep. The next public works assistance was for the St. Rosa Duchesne Park. They would like us to go in and run the blade down and back out on their road. They did not ask for rock. They just asked for the water cuts in the road and a few potholes to be fixed in there.
Okay, so is this private?
It is.
owned?
Have you looked at the road? do
It's not going to take a lot of work to get in and out of
rock?
there.
Do they need rock?
No. Like I said, they just want the water cuts fixed and a few potholes fixed going down and back.
You
This is
approved those
And
for
we've done these
the
for,
massacre site, so I feel
massacre site and the cemeteries. Mhm.
so I'm just trying to understand. So the difference here is that it's public access? I mean, or does the state own this park?
I honestly don't know who owns it.
Archdiocese of Kansas City.
Archdiocese of Kansas City owns it.
Okay,
But it is, like you said, it is open to the public. But
It is open to the public. I would say it's also heavily trafficked with tourism, and it does bring people to the county. So same with the massacre site. I know for us, usually we purchase
right.
rock, and then so you're making money somewhat to get out there, but
we're not making any money on
yeah,
the
there's
rock.
just
Just
bring
take the
the-
rock and discharge you for the rock.
So,
Do it
and
for
they
free,
also don't
basically.
just,
Don't
they also don't just go out there and do it. It's in the timeline that they're already out there
Right.
grading. So
Which we could do the same thing here. I mean, we have plenty of roads in this area from the rain that we're gonna be out on.
I'm in
Going
favor.
across there,
I'm in favor of helping them. So
okay? I am too. With the stipulation that we're doing it as we're going by.
Yep. There won't be a special trip for that.
Because I mean, all you're gonna do is grade in, grade out.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
I'll make a motion that we approve. Is there a number on this one?
There's not. It's just the public assistance for the St. Rosa Duchesne Park.
So,
Okay. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Next, I have from Wellborn Sales, we need to order some more signposts, our square signposts. The cost of this is $7,360 for these square signposts for our signs.
So these are the ones on like the stop sign?
Stop signs or street signs.
They're metal or the,
Yep, they're metal. That's going to do the 8-foot tall, 10-foot tall posts that the signs go on, and then the anchor posts that we put in the ground.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the signpost for Wellborn Sales in the amount of $7,360.
I'll second that motion. Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 If I can get you to sign this one, Public Works Assistance for the road, St. Rosa Park. Next, by way of information, letting you know, we've got to get our track loader worked on out at the landfill. One of the pins on our loader arm, the bucket, it's wallering out enough that it's going to cause more severe breakdown if we don't get this taken care of. We've got contacted Foley. They can get our machine in. They're going to give us a date today of when we can get it into them down in Chanute to get that pin repaired on that machine. It'll be something that needs to be line bored and a sleeve welded back in it. So just so you're aware of that, that machine will be going for.
Do we have a cost estimate or?
Yep. So they've gave us a cost of $3,320.81.
Okay.
Next I have from Dave Sutter, our roofer. I sent this out a couple weeks ago. One is a contract signed with us of payments to be made to him. And then he also gave me his first invoice for the roofing project. Did you guys get those?
I have, just a second. I have his contract with us, the letter from him, and then
I think somewhere.
the 231,000
Yes.
of the 693. So this is an update to that existing contract? Is that what we're asking for here as far as the payment? Because we hadn't set in that contract any payment terms?
That's what I understand on that.
Wasn't it 300 and some?
What?
That's the total bill for the courthouse or the?
So.
Okay.
This is the total value of what he's got in there for that project.
So that's what we're getting from the insurance plus the deductibles.
Right. Okay. Have we received our money yet?
No.
We
So
haven't received the insurance money yet.
just the first
Not
part,
as of when I checked last week.
$10,000 or whatever it was.
the 142,
Yeah, yeah.
was that the number
About 140.
Yeah, he had,
that we received the
he
first
said we're gonna
round?
take 10,000 of our money and the rest was insurance, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So you want to
So what-
agenda for next week to see about the clerk getting the information then? Or no?
Should we be getting our insurance money before?
I mean, ordinarily, contractor normally, works with the insurance, and I thought that's what he had said as well, when you guys approved working
I
with
thought we
him.
got paid 10,000 and then the rest came from whatever the insurance is what I thought.
Right.
That's the way I understand.
And that's what it says in his contract.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, so, I mean, if this is to approve the release of the insurance money to him, then that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
It's
it.
not a release of insurance money.
It says. That's if it's a bill, so
He's wanting us to pay it, just the way I read it.
can we just have maybe Jacqueline and the clerk look into that this?
Absolutely,
week?
sure. Because
And
that's not what I remember from your guys' motion to approve his services in the first
We
place.
approved $10,000, then the rest is what the insurance paid, is what I remember.
you just put it all together. and have the clerk.
Yeah, if we can have a discussion about that today, that'd be great, Rose.
Add it for November 10th. Is that okay? Yep. Thank you.
Next thing I have here, I would like to make Jennifer Cummings the permanent planning and zoning director at the current pay rate of where she is.
Had you posted that position? Did we have to post that position?
It has been posted.
Okay.
Posted, yeah.
I'll make a motion that what is that pay rate or
I don't remember
Do you have the sheet filled out for her?
the employee change form. Not yet, no.
You want to get that, and then Jason can go off of that for the motion.
Yes.
great.
We'll find that and bring it back in.
Okay.
The next thing I've got on here, we have 3 compactor boxes at the landfill that need to be repaired. I think I attached some pictures of those boxes on there.
You did.
Yes.
I did talk with J.R. Kerr this last week that there was, but I guess prior he was fixing some boxes for us in the past. He said he is still more than willing to repair boxes for us on there. So I'm just bringing it to you. If that's okay, we go to him and get a cost estimate of what it'll cost to fix these 3 boxes.
I would like to see what the cost estimate is before we, make sure
It's worthwhile.
what we're doing, whether we do that or do.
We do have one box that I sent pictures of. The rails on the bottom need replaced on. The rest of the box is fine. The rails are just no good. They're hanging up on the truck and they have a hard time getting it on and off the truck. So,
Just getting the bid on that too.
Yep.
See what it's gonna take.
Bid them each individually.
Yeah.
yep.
That's what I would like to see.
Okay. The dirt contractor started moving equipment in on Friday out there at the landfill with nail excavation. So they'll be starting this week out there.
Good.
We had a discussion a while ago about the wildlife and parks taking over 1175 road out here on the east side of the county and a bridge. After discussion with wildlife and parks, they do not want the bridge. They do not want that responsibility. They don't want the responsibility of the road either. I got a hold of the state, visited with them, asked them, what do I need to do to just shut that bridge down due to what it's going to take to fix that bridge? They told me just put up a barricade up in front of it, take some pictures and send it in and tell them we want to just decommission that bridge.
Okay.
And that's all I need to turn into them.
Now, do they own on both sides of that road?
Yes.
So it's,
No. They own on the other side of the bridge. I'll look again on both sides of that road going in there. I did ask him if they wanted that road going in, and he said no.
1175 and
It's by Zener.
but do they own everything across the bridge?
Across the bridge.
Everything across the bridge must be there.
Yes.
I'd like to go look at it this week.
Okay. I'll be going out there this week to go look at it, to put some barricades in front of that bridge.
If we close that, then they own the ground. I mean, they own on both sides of it, so the ground just goes back to them, right? If we close the road.
Okay. Yes, right?
I'd want to look into it. It's
No.
hard for me to.
That's
But-
not what happened
but-
in Trading Post.
It isn't?
No, because when you guys made that motion, I don't know who was here exactly, but the county still owned it, and then the owner that was next to that came in and asked, and they gave that entire section, so that limits access to the Meridazine now because it's privately owned. It doesn't automatically roll back, I'm pretty sure of that,
Okay.
because the commission made a motion to give land away to a private property owner in Trading Post.
So
When
then it took out, you're saying it took.
So, yeah, so 69 Highway used to go through Trading Post, you
Yeah.
know, and so when the road, the bypass was built, you still had public access to the river there.
Off the old highway.
And they didn't like that, so they came into the commission and they asked for that to change. And now you have limited areas of access to the Meridazine in Linn County.
So it went back to the landowner is what you're saying.
The
Nobody-
commission passed
Right.
to give the land at that access point, so now you have zero public access. Something we probably should look into.
So that the state does not want to go across that bridge anymore. They're done.
They have no intention of using the bridge.
And rather than us having to fix the bridge, you're saying we vacate it and
Yep.
You guys
I'm trying to,
I would like to look at it and. have
I'm
a
trying to
quick,
see
better
what exactly we're
understanding
talking
of-
about.
So, oh yeah, is that public access
It's a public road right now.
and public access of the ground for hunting?
I think so, yes.
What's the address?
Zener and 1175.
Come on.
Jesse, can you come over here really quick? All right, so this is the road, coming out from Casey's, right? So then here's Zener.
Hmm.
Is this where you're at? Is it right here?
Nope. Yes.
So didn't we already close down Zener Road?
No,
No,
Zener's
you can-
open.
Yeah, you can
What,
get there.
what was it that we,
So 1175.
Changed it. We did something on the paper.
I just,
Angle, isn't it on the curve?
So right there is where the bridge sits, right there at the end of the road. And then everything else is wildlife and parks. There's already a barricade down here at the end of the
I
road.
thought we already closed this
I
road.
think we-
I haven't found any paperwork that said it was closed or
Go back and look in the minutes.
I've
See
looked at the minutes
the
for
minutes.
a full week and couldn't find anything in there.
okay.
There was
This would've
discussion,
been-
lots of discussion, but nothing was ever
no action.
definitive.
We talked about, but I know that back in Gary, we were talking about it.
It had been discussed several times, but no action had ever been taken.
Okay,
so this
so maybe the
road-
resolution was we put barricades up at the road and allowed wildlife and parks the ability to do it, but you're saying that the bridge is unsafe?
Correct.
Okay,
So we need to close the bridge then. If we close it, do we have to
Who
remove
said
it?
the bridge was unsafe?
The state inspection.
Yeah.
From what I found, I don't have any numbers for it, but it was going to cost quite a bit of money to repair that bridge. And where it just dead ended at the wildlife and parks, from what I found on the discussion, it was moving forward to that direction to close everything.
So if we barricade it with concrete barricades or however.
So we have to drive posts in the ground and then put either a guardrail or weld a pipe across there so that nobody can get across it. We can't set cement blocks. We've actually got to plant something in the ground.
Okay.
okay. Are we still on track for our team's meeting with Jennifer?
No, we're about 10 minutes late.
Okay, I mean, she's. How much more do you have?
Not much.
Okay, well,
Can we add Zener Road to next week's discussion?
Yes.
Are you okay with me going out and putting up the barricade across the bridge?
I think that's fine. Just close the bridge if we're gonna close it for sure. We're just talking about how we're gonna,
Okay.
what we're gonna do with the road.
Please just make sure that the signs are conspicuous and clear that it is closed.
Yep. Okay, going back to the planning and zoning, Jenny Cummings is currently at the pay rate of 13A, which is 25.5299 an hour.
okay, I'll make a motion that we allow Public Works to hire Jenny Cummins as our planning and zoning director at 13A, 25.5299 per hour.
I'll second that. moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Will you be posting for a new office?
We'll have that discussion.
Okay.
That's all I have unless you have anything else for me.
Okay.
Nope.
So what, you want to go to the team meeting? Jennifer?
Yeah, I think we,
Do you have any?
I do not have a link. I've been looking for one. I don't have one.
so what do you want to do?
Probably gonna have to call him. See if,
I have her number. Would you like me to call her? Okay.
Is that a link or?
Hey, we're good. We're trying to get you set up with the Teams meeting. Did you have a link for that? Or? You want to do it next week? The clerks, isn't that where we need it to go?
Mhm.
Okay, yes, the clerks. Okay. Thank you, bye. She's gonna send that. So while we're getting that up, you wanna go ahead and do public comment or?
Okay. We'll open up to public comment.
Regine McPherson from the Centerville area. My only comment is that I did talk to Jesse last week, and he tells me that there is a budget line item for striping the pavement and getting that. We didn't talk about a time frame. I'm assuming going into the winter that might not be possible. But I just want to say that I do appreciate that it's on that. And so many people do tell me that when that it's a safety issue. So thank you. I do appreciate that.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Anyone else? Close public comment. I'll talk about the Civic Plus website, old business, or sure.
I have information here.
Okay.
This is how much we paid, $12,843 on 7-Eleven for website hosting. The contact person, Hannah Shoemaker. It's asking who will spearhead the implementation.
I think we should have IT do that part. I haven't talked to him or anything along those lines, but
I'm good with, reach out to him and see if you want to.
Can do.
See what,
I
What do you
agree.
think?
I think that he should probably be the one that's at least spearheading it, and then he can
delegate.
delegate different departments and get people on board so he doesn't
So
have to
that's-
take the entire load
so
of this. But
Put together a team of people that'll overlook.
he was going to need a team regardless. So
I agree.
For the sake of the job descriptions that you all approved and such, I think it would be better for him to submit to you all who he would need to help. so that direction can come from you all. If you're directing IT or any other department to sort of commandeer or grab assistance from other departments, that direction
You're
probably.
asking him to be the spearhead of it and tell us what he,
Yeah, so if he came back to you and said, well, I need the assistance of the clerk's office and the public works office and the blah, 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 then you can talk to those folks
Okay.
to see the extent to which they're able to collaborate.
just have him come
But
next
as
week
far
and talk
as-
to us, Jason, or?
That's fine.
You can come in, but as far as his job description goes, the website is still under his.
Right. She's talking about the rest of the people that'll be coming.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we didn't eliminate that out of his. So.
Just want to reach out to him, and you talk to him, then just have him come in next week and talk to us
Yes.
what his goals are. Okay,
Do you want to keep that?
no, I don't need it.
Okay. I'll take that. Were you able to get anything?
Let me get her going.
I just have a quick question on social media. Do we have, I just saw an email after Danielle left, she had added Danny Cummings to social media access. Do we have any of our employees sign anything as far as what they can post, what they're allowed to post?
There's stuff in the policy, right? In the handbook.
And my understanding would be that any directives regarding that would be in the employee handbook, but I have not been made aware of something specific.
I can see you.
Okay, perfect. You just let me know when you're ready.
You know how to put it here.
No.
Do you want me to get it up there?
Probably good.
Allie.
Hello. Pants. Very handy. Hold on. B.
Yep. 8.
I should have glasses.
Right here.
I think we're good. This is good. It's gonna get. All right.
Just let me know when you're ready, Rosebud.
We're,
Proceeding
we're, you're good to go.
Ready?
Okay, so, my question, and the meeting that we were, different than the meeting that we were gonna have this week, because a lot of things changed over the weekend, so.
That's finished.
The individual that we had that was going to assist us with some of the grant possibilities, now I don't know is gonna be able, how much that person's gonna be able to help us. So I'm now going to have to start, I guess, looking for someone else, unless you guys have a thought or, anything to help us. I can assure you, I do not have the time to take this over, and nobody on the board as far as many of them are working full-time jobs, so they don't have the ability to do it either. The individual that was going to be working on this has already contacted the schools and has meetings set up and is going to follow through with that. We can kind of fuddle through and make it through this YEC event as best as we can, if that's what you guys want to do. But it's going to be kind of a challenge.
Okay.
Is there any way, any of the records from last year that were used, is there any way that we can get access to those? So we can see what was done last year and try to go about doing the best we can with them?
I would say there'd be an opportunity to get to the records. I mean, because Chastity would have had good records of that, of what she did.
Right. And it would have been probably fine for, I mean, so we should have those. If the board is helping out in this, it seems to make sense that they would be able to, right?
I'm good with being able to get to them.
Me too.
And I guess see possibly is if he wanted to email the file over, or if there's somewhere somebody can show me where to access that file, that they can put it private from anything and everything else. I guess this would be more for Chris, the IT guy. If he gave me a username and password that we could access it that way, we couldn't access anything else. However you guys feel it would be best.
Okay.
My understanding is that the prior economic development director also kept a paper file for all the different stuff that the individual was working on, and that those are the county's property. So those paper files have been maintained. And so we do have those. As far as electronic, I don't know about that, but at the very least, we could get the paper file and scan and email that to her, or give her the opportunity to come and review it.
Okay.
Rose, I can't hear very well what was said. Could you repeat that?
So, you mean to repeat it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, what we're just trying to let you know is we do have the files, but as far as going back through her email, that's not where we're familiar with where she kept them. We have a binder. Pretty sure there was a binder. I remember seeing a YC binder in there, so we can definitely pull that and we will copy it and email it, scan it, email it over to you, and then you can give it to whoever needs to look through those documents. I know last year when I attended, we had big hopes for this year for it to be bigger and better. Do you feel that's the direction we're going to still be able to go, or would you like to take off a year?
Well, we'd already talked to the schools, and I mean, Pleasanton puts in a massive amount of work. Like they put their curriculum around this. So I hate to take off a year when I know they've already planned for this. Jayhawk, I think, had said that they were going to be more involved this year, and I don't know about Preview. I don't know if she's talked to them or not. So the only thing I can say is I hate to take off a year. I would rather it be close to what we had next year, and then maybe at that point, I haven't been on the meeting today. I apologize. I don't know if you guys are still looking to hire somebody for the economic development position or you're not. My hope is that if we are, then that person can take this over. But I don't know what direction we're looking. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
As far as the direction of economic development director, we're not looking to hire for that position at this time. We made that decision a few weeks ago, maybe a month. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on changing the location to Pleasanton instead of the Forest building?
I was all about that before. It's like either if they're going to be the ones that have, let's say 90% of it, it would only make sense that we work with Don John and just try to put it in the small gym or do something like that. versus what we're doing. And it may be one of those things. I'm going to have to talk to, I can see her face, but I can't think of her name, the teacher that I dealt with at Pleasanton a lot. I mean, she is great at this. Maybe even it's something that she's willing to maybe take on and continue to do it. I don't know.
I would be in favor of moving it to Pleasanton and getting with Don John, because last year we had one student, I think, from Prairie View. And then
Yeah, just it was one for, yeah.
and then all Pleasanton, and then did we have any from Jayhawk?
I think the year before we had one from Jayhawk, but I don't think there was one from Jayhawk this last year.
I don't either. So I would be in favor of trying to get yeah, Pleasanton. I mean, that's part of their curriculum, like you said. So
Can you remind me, do you remember what her name?
shoot.
I'll call Dawn John and find that out to maybe see if she would be willing to. I mean, like, I have not talked to her. I shouldn't even be saying this out loud, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, from what happened this week into this now, trying to figure out, okay, who can I get to take this over? So, and since she's already very familiar with it, maybe that's something that she would consider doing.
Okay.
Is it? No, that doesn't seem right. Let's see.
What about the,
I keep wanting to say
I was gonna say Destiny Fletcher, but I don't know.
what about the, grants that have already been awarded as far as the, youth employment grants and things that way? Is there a way we can hire somebody to take that over to?
no.
They've been,
I don't know. I don't know how to, I don't know if the county would put out like, possibly, I don't want to call it economic development, but possibly, a part-time person that would take on so many hours a week. I do have somebody that's looking for a job that I met with this morning that is just looking for some part-time work. If that would be something that she would be interested in doing, I just don't know. I just can tell you that I do not, and no one else on the board has the time that this needs to make sure that things get executed. And whether, the county's willing to put something in the paper about, hey, would there be anybody interested in taking on, so many hours a week or so many hours a month to go towards these grant opportunities? I just don't know.
Okay. I mean, that's one thing we're gonna have to get wrapped up for this year. We awarded those grants, but they haven't been given their money
for this year.
Okay, so as far as that goes, I was a grant recipient at People's Telecom, and I've already received mine, and we were supposed to have already had our paperwork turned in, and all that was supposed to have been paid out. So
Okay.
you would have to check with that. I know I received mine. Mine was paid out.
So last week I had a call that was from one of the recipients wondering who they were supposed to be dealing with in regards to that.
And there was specific paperwork that they were supposed to have completed. They had all the hours on it. So to me, it's all that needs to be done is, and I'm speaking out of turn here, I'm just telling you as a recipient what I did. It all had to be spelled out, the dates, the hours that were worked, and the total amount that was paid out, and the total amount that the county owes. And those just need to be submitted to, I guess, the clerk. Is that who paid me?
Yes.
Through AP.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's all that needs to be done on
Okay.
those.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of getting mixed feelings. I don't know that there is a need for economic development board if we don't have economic development.
Agreed.
So I guess to wrap up this conversation, I can say this. I will reach out to Pleasanton and I will visit with Mr. Epps. I will see what I can come up with. And then we had already had agreements on somebody, if we could find somebody to take this over, that they would receive a stipend. And then I will see if I can find somebody to fill that, and then I will report that back to the commissioners.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Okay. And if you have any other questions in the meantime, just reach out.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Resolution, you want, we got the voter resolution? Poll workers.
And then there was clerk, 15 minutes of executive session.
You guys got this?
Can we just finalize YEC just really quick? Do you guys want someone to go into the office and find the binder and who's scanning it in, who's getting Jennifer that information? You want me to do that or?
It's fine with me.
Okay.
You could, if the folder's there, I mean.
Yeah, my understanding is that the folder is there. I feel like I'm in surround sound, but,
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
Me too.
my understanding is that the folder is in her office along with all the other, that she has a folder binder for everything that she was working on. So, I mean, I think it'd be fairly simple to go in there and find it. I mean,
And I know in the past, we provided all of the food or someone, I don't know if that was through EcoDevo's budget, but if we were at Pleasanton schools, they might be able to eat there. It would cost less. I'm not sure how we want to go about that.
And I think part of that was through the Network Kansas grant. Part of the, I
Or
think,
the entrepreneur.
because I don't think we were paying a lot of money out of pocket on this. We were just providing the person doing all the legwork and everything that way.
And then do you guys have thoughts on dismantling the board or? So I thought our last discussion with that would have been to try to keep the board together, as that would be the only resource that we would have for the county to have volunteers to do the EcoDevo. If they do not have the time, then we go back out and we find others to join the committee.
But what's the point if we have no leadership of that committee?
Because they can still work on events and different things that are going on within the community to bring back to the commission with ideas. And ultimately, it was always going to be approved by the commission, even if an EcoDevo director brought it back to us.
Right.
So.
Okay.
you guys also had approved it, basically a contractual position in the terms of a stipend as opposed to an hourly role. You had said that it would be by project, and that by project was approximately based on hours/dollars, but you had contemplated giving like a flat rate stipend for the different things to get us through the end of the year, basically, and that meaning the school year. So I think that even though you decided you didn't want a full-time executive development director, I still think that you could do something a little bit hybrid and allow at least an opportunity to post for that contractual
For someone on a
position
part-time.
that is there to at least get us through the end of the school year for those things that you guys already committed to. That would be another option that I think would be in the realm of the decisions that you guys have already made.
Well, and that was what I put, was listing the part-time job, the stipend, contractual job.
Would we not look
seeing-
into the committee first to see if someone in the committee wanted to take that on?
I think what Jennifer just told us was that there was no one in the committee that wanted to take that on.
That's what she said before.
So, but I would be in favor of us listing it in the paper to see if we can get somebody to tie some of this stuff up. at least for this year, and maybe we can reevaluate for next year and see if it's something we want to continue doing along those lines so that we can maintain that, you know, from being on the economic development board in the past, you know, I mean, they're the ones that are grading out the youth employment grants and things that way and making those recommendations to us and stuff that way. And, you know, if we had somebody who could have that meeting and run that meeting from that perspective where we did it quarterly or even semi-annually, I think we could keep our board intact as long as they weren't just inundated with meetings that were worthless.
Well, I would be good. I'd be okay with going on, seeing if we, with a ad to see if we can find someone who's interested in doing it.
Okay.
On a stipend type project. You good with that?
Yes.
Do we need a motion or we're just, okay.
Okay. So this resolution is for new wages. I mean, is this,
Correct. New wages for the election workers?
So in the interest of transparency, the state, my understanding is that the state had contacted the clerks to have them consider with their municipal boards whether they wanted to pass a resolution or ordinance disclosing what the wages would be for election workers. And those election workers' pay is contingent upon training within this election cycle, as well as serving on election day. To the extent that folks, for whatever reason, are unable to come to the training, they can't work on election day. To the extent that they come to the training, but they're not able to come on election day, they got sick or whatever, there's a different amount of money that is just for the training. But again, the training is during this election cycle, so folks that were poll workers in the past, they have to be retrained every single election cycle. So that resolution is simply to sort of be disclosing or transparent about the pay for poll workers.
did you read it?
I haven't seen it. So election day clerks at a flat rate of $195 for one training session and full 12 hours worked on election day. Judges compensated a flat fee of $220 for one training day and a fully executed election day. Supervising judges at $240 for one training day and a fully executed election day. Assembled board members to be compensated at a rate of $10 per hour unless otherwise currently employed with Linn County. Then the board would be compensated through the payroll of their existing hourly rate through the elections budget. Training sessions for election workers at a flat rate of $20 for one training session. And then standby workers who have completed the mandatory training will be compensated at a normal rate above listed. If there's no need to utilize an individual who has agreed and is available for standby, the worker shall be compensated a flat rate of $30 in addition to completing training rate and the same year as the election.
Yeah, I read it through SharePoint.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
You good with it?
I am.
I'll make a motion. We accept resolution number 2025-26, a resolution establishing compensation for election workers in Linn County, Kansas.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Also, with the election coming up tomorrow, we need to set up our canvas date, and we're looking at November 10th. And what we usually do is we have the commission meeting, and then we shut down, and then we move over to the clerk's office and do the canvas.
Okay,
Next week, okay.
that'd be fine.
Okay.
We need a 15-minute executive session
Yes, yes,
for personnel.
yes.
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session with the clerk, 3 commissioners, Jacqueline for 15 minutes,
And Jesse.
and Jesse.
It's for non-elected personnel in the Public Works Department for job performance.
Okay. That's my motion.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll return at 10:59. Was no action. Okay. Do we need to make a motion for the register of deeds to
The credit card limit.
credit card limit?
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Debbie Snyder with a credit card limit of $5,000 out of the Register of Deeds office.
I'll second that motion.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You want to talk about this septic tank deal too? I mean, that was brought, the letter was brought to us, or concern about that, and to me, that's private entity, a business with a private entity. I don't think that we need to step off in as far as county, do you?
I don't.
I didn't see the letter, but I agree with you on that.
Well, we got something, I think it was, well, it wasn't a letter, it was in Jesse's,
Oh, okay.
it was in Jesse's report,
Okay.
is where it was. It wasn't a letter.
I still don't see it, but I mean, as far
It's
as
an email then, I don't know.
septic, it could still be in there. There was quite a few. So the issue.
So we had
is
an
if-
email that was forwarded to us that said that he was asking to be on the agenda.
Yeah.
What the contingency plan is for like communities and the like, if the local pump trucks go out of business.
Oh, okay. I see that. Sorry, I didn't know.
That's
Yeah, there
that's
it
what we
is right
had.
there.
And it came from Danielle to Jesse
Plan for us to have a contingency plan for the lake communities.
for their sewer. You know, we understand the importance of having something along those lines, you know, sanitation and things that way. But like you said, the sewer hauling and the pump trucks and things that way, they are a private entity
Right.
doing business on their own. And I don't think it's something we should be wading into.
Leave that up to the private entities in the county to take care of it. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, my understanding is we don't have that capability,
We don't have the equipment.
or the equipment, and that, those,
Be my next job.
those are contractual relationships between.
What? I'm used to this shit.
Sounds like
Them.
there's a need.
Okay. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I need 10 minutes executive session for attorney-client privilege for, pending litigation.
Okay. 10 minutes for,
Pending
Four.
litigation.
Attorney-client privilege.
okay. I'll make a motion. We go into executive session with Jacqueline and the three commissioners for 10 minutes for attorney-client privilege.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Return at 11:14. There was no action. Anybody have anything else?
I don't.
Rose?
I have added the department heads evaluations on the SharePoint for you to look over.
Okay.
We had discussed on the 10th, you going and connecting with them or sitting down and developing your evaluations for them at that time.
Okay, so do we need to schedule them for like, say, noon on that day? Is that,
Well, like,
Do you want to,
do you want to do it that day or do you want to do it?
the next week?
Mhm.
I think that would be better. That way they're not sitting here waiting on us.
So you wanted to go over these and then we'll, next week, and then we'll schedule them earlier in the meeting to where we can get to,
Yes.
okay. Let's do that.
I'm fine with that. Can you make, you were gonna reach out to Chris Martin, see if he can come next week, talk about Civic Plus
I can do that.
and
But do you need them to do the canvas or no?
Next week?
Next week,
Yes.
yes.
Do they have time to do the canvas and the employee reviews?
I think we got to get it done.
Canvas takes maybe 30 minutes.
We can get these done and then do the actual evaluation the following week.
Right.
Okay.
And we normally set a time for the canvas, I think.
That's what we do. Just recess is what we do. If you set the time, we recess and we go over there and then we come back
Okay.
and finish the meetings, what we usually
Because
do.
Cheyenne's going to send out the notification
Because
to the paper today.
We will
for-
open the commissioners meeting, then we will go into the canvassers.
We'll recess here and go over there and as for the
And
canvas,
get it done at the very beginning, and then you can have the rest of the time to do your other.
however you want to do it.
Yep.
Okay,
That's how we've done it in the past, Rose.
okay. All right.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.